All right, we got March Madness 2026 NCAA tournament. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good one. Let's start off with the East region. We got Duke versus Siena. Now, I know Duke. They got the man Cam Boozer. They got Pat Gamba, who's injured right now. Caleb Foster, who's also injured, but I don't know how long they'll be out for. But they should easily get rid of Siena in the first round. It's easy pick. Ohio State versus TCU. I know Ohio State got that boy Bruce Thornton. Yeah, Hooper. It's a toss up, really. Um, yeah, they're not that impressive to me, but I'll go Ohio State on that one. Next up in the East region, we got St. John's versus Northern Iowa. St. John's they went out sad last year when they played Arkansas, but I think they're gonna make a run this year. I got them beating Northern Iowa. Next up, we got the four seed Kansas going versus uh, California Baptist. I don't even know what the fuck they is, but Kansas should win that shit pretty easily. Next up, we got Louisville versus South Florida. I just got word that Mikael Brown will not be playing, so that's Louisville without their best player. I know South Florida they can get on a run. I'm pretty high on this South Florida team, so I'll pick South Florida to advance. Next up, we got Michigan State versus North Dakota State. Tom Izzo can't lose to North Dakota State, my nigga. Can't. Let's get it. We got next up. We got UCLA versus UCF. I know UCLA is without their main guy. Um, that shouldn't be a problem, but who knows, man. I'm gonna take UC. I'm gonna still take UCLA, even without their main guy. I forget what his name is, but I'm a casual when it comes to college basketball. But let's still take UCLA. Next up, we got UConn versus Furman. Furman made a really good run a couple years ago, but it's UConn. Darren Hurley ain't going out like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And now let's move over to the West region. We're going east to west. Arizona versus Long Island. I got I got Arizona, honestly. It's an easy one. Utah State versus Villanova. Villanova is not great this year. Utah State, they're honestly a better team than me. They got two guys scoring 15 plus points per game. They're right around the team than me. I go Utah State. Wisconsin versus High Point. I know they're Wisconsin. They're pretty electric, but I'm not too high on them. I still go Wisconsin in that one. I don't know too much about High Point, but I'm more comfortable with Wisconsin. Arkansas versus Hawaii. They got that boy Darius Acuff. They got Malik Thomas, Billy Richmond, Trevon Brazil. That's a really good top four to have. And they got DJ Wagner coming off the bench. This team got some fucking studs on them, bro. Hawaii, they're supposed to be a solid team, which I don't see them beating Arkansas. Darius Acuff alone is gonna do the job. BYU versus Texas. We got Texas just made it in. They won their game yesterday. It was a close one. But yeah, BYU, AJ DeBanster. I know they're out without Richie Saunders, one of the best shooters in the nation, but BYU is still a good team. They should get it done. Next up, Gonzaga versus Kennesaw State. Gonzaga should win this. Shout out to Kennesaw State though. Miami versus Missouri, Mizzou. I'm a Hurricanes fan, so I'll be rooting for the Hurricanes in this tournament. I'm gonna go Miami with this one. To be honest. I don't know too much about Mizzou. They're not fucking with Miami though. I'm be honest. And then the 2C Purdue versus Queens. Purdue. Yeah, Braden Smith who's about to set the record and pass Bobby Hurley as the all-time NCAA assist leader. Man, no won that first round matchup. Actually got Florida versus whoever's coming out to 16. I'm gonna say Lehigh. Doesn't matter. It's gonna be Florida. One of the best front courts in the nation with Thomas Hout, um, fucking Alex Condon and Robin Chinilu. Yeah, they should get it done. Easy money. Iowa, they got that boy Bennett Sturts, one of the best scorers in the nation. Let's take them to advance. Clemson's supposed to be, so that's gonna be one of the best games of the first round. Clemson versus Iowa, but hey, you gotta pick. I'm gonna go Iowa. Vandy versus McNeese. McNeese, they're not as good as they were last year. They still got Amir Khan, that fucking faggot. I mean, that pussy. I hate that dude. Oh my god, he's annoying. But I got Vandy winning that one. Nebraska versus Troy. Troy. I fuck with Troy. They're a competitive mid-major. Nebraska, they're pretty cold right now, so this could be honestly could be an upset. But Nebraska's been too good of a team, coached by Fred Hoiberg. I don't see them going out first round, to be honest. Next up, UNC versus VCU. UNC is without Caleb Wilson. VCU, I don't know a ton about them. Other than Mo Ali Cox went there once upon a time. I think UNC is gonna get it done. They still have Seth Trimble, who's gonna be out there. He's gonna play out of his mind, in my opinion. Henry Vessar, guys like that. They should still be able to get it done. Illinois versus Penn. Illinois versus Penn. Now Penn, they got a dog over there. I forget buddy's name, but he's a dog. They're going against Illinois, who they still have Boswell. They still have Keaton Ragler or Ragler. I don't know how to say his fucking name, but still got Keaton, who's going to be a probably top 10 pick in this upcoming draft. There's a stud. They got a few other guys, some vets. So Illinois, I like the Illinois team. St. Mary's versus Texas A&M. St. Mary's is always good in the tournament. They're gonna play in the half court. I'll take St. Mary's. Then we got Houston versus Idaho. Houston. You know Kelvin Sampson ain't gonna go out first round. I wouldn't count on it. Michigan versus Howard. I don't want to see should advance. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Next up we got Georgia versus St. Louis. They got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar over there. That's all I know. And I know Georgia, they're solid this year, but this is another toss-up. This is the game I'm least confident in. I'll go St. Louis. I'm not too sure. Texas Tech, they got no JT Toppin this tournament, but they're still a solid team without him. They've done decently, so I'll take Tech to beat Akron. Bama versus Hofstra. Bama's very up and down. They play fast, so that running gun style is really high risk, high reward for Bama. But I'll still take Bama to win this, to be honest. Tennessee versus Miami of Ohio / SMU. This game's going on tonight, so I think it's gonna be Miami of Ohio to win. But I think they'll lose first round to Tennessee. Really good defense with Nate Mint. They should do it. Virginia versus Wright State. I'm gonna go Virginia. Yeah. I don't know too much about Wright State, but then Kentucky versus Santa Clara. Santa Clara, it's a big team right here. Kentucky has not played good this year. They have not. I believe 21-12. They played a pretty tough schedule, but still, they have not been good. Santa Clara. Iowa State versus Tennessee State. You know Iowa State's gonna win. They got Jefferson gonna win that. Back up to the East region, we have Duke versus Ohio State. Now I think Duke is gonna win. I know they're out there without their guys right now, but Ohio State's not a great team. So it isn't. This isn't football. So St. John's versus Kansas. We'll go St. John's. South Florida versus Michigan State. I think South Florida can make a run. A few things. This could be a close one. A few things go their way. They'll win this game, man. But I can't bet against Tom Izzo this early, especially not versus South Florida. UCLA versus UConn. Yeah, UConn still got it. They're not as good as they were in the past years when they went back to back, but they still got guys over there. Solo Ball, Alex Caravan, Terrence Reed. They should still do it. Back over to the West region. Round of 32, we got Arizona versus Utah State. Arizona, everybody's favorite to win besides Duke. So Arizona should do it. Arkansas versus Wisconsin. Arkansas. This is offense versus offense right here. And Arkansas has better offense, so you know Arkansas is gonna win that. They should. BYU versus Gonzaga. I don't think AJ's gonna have enough of them to get it done, but he's gonna go out swinging. I go Zaga on that one. Purdue versus Miami. I like Purdue to win this one, man. Honestly, I like Purdue. This Braden Smith's a senior. He's gonna show out. He's gonna show his ass in this tournament. Purdue. Florida versus Iowa. I got Florida. Yeah, Florida. Florida should take care of Iowa. Too much size. Nebraska versus Vandy. Vandy's they a pretty good team this year, man. They got I believe Tyler Tanner over there who's balling. He's probably gonna be a first round pick this year. I don't think he can lead them past Nebraska, who's pretty ice cold right now. North Carolina versus Illinois. I got Illinois. UNC without Caleb Wilson is not a team I fear. St. Mary's versus Houston. I got Houston winning that one. Yeah, not much needs to be said about that. Michigan versus St. Louis. I got Michigan. I know they don't have LJ Kaysen, but too much defense over there. Not worried yet. Tech versus Bama. I got Bama. Yeah, Bama. They're really. That's the team you don't trust during March Madness. I know Nate Oaks is a great coach, but this isn't a team I trust. But man, I'll do it now. Without JT Toppin, I really don't trust Tech, so we go Bama. Tennessee versus Virginia. I don't know too much about Virginia. I know Tennessee. I'm not huge on Tennessee, to be honest. We'll go Virginia. Just because I don't trust Tennessee to win. I know you got Santa Clara versus Iowa State. I'll go Iowa State to win that. Slept on team. You know they're the 2 seed. They're kind of slept on to win the whole thing. I think they can do it. Duke versus St. John's. Somewhat of an upset here. I'll take St. John's to win it. I think Rick Pitino's gonna have a good game plan for Cam Boozer. And without him, they're gonna ask guys like Adami Sarr to step up, which I don't think it's gonna happen, man. I'll take St. John's in a close one. Next one we got Michigan State versus UConn. They got Michigan State led by Jeremy Fears. I like Cohen Cars over there. I'm gonna make some big plays. I think I'm not huge on UConn right now. It's just not a great Dan Hurley team. They're still gonna be competitive with basically anybody they play. But I think I'll take UConn actually. Fuck it, UConn experience wins. Which both teams are experienced, but I like UConn's experience more. Arizona versus Arkansas. Best bet coordination, by the way. Braden Burries and Jaden Bradley. What an amazing front court. Good depth. Good defense for Karshenkov. So I'll take Arizona to win that. Gonzaga versus Purdue. Now Braden Smith and Kaufman Wren. I'm gonna do it. The 1 and 2 seed gonna be in the West region. Yeah, we'll do that. Florida versus Vandy. I know Vandy beat them last time, but Florida, I trust Florida a little more than I trust Vandy. So Illinois versus Houston. I'll take Houston. Illinois, Houston. Houston, really good defensively. Kingston Fleming versus Keaton Rogler. It's going to be two guys that we could pay attention to. Both going to be in the draft this year and both extremely good. So I'll take Houston in this one. Iowa State versus Virginia. I like Iowa State in this one. Making it to the Elite Eights. Let's go, Iowa State. Michigan versus Bama. I got Michigan. They should walk to the Elite Eight. Even without LJ Kaysen, who I think that's a big blow to the team, but they're not playing anybody that they should fear at all. Not Elite Eight, but Sweet 16. Or is this Elite Eight? Yeah, it's Elite Eight. I'm tripping. St. John's versus UConn. St. John's. Bryce Hopkins. Big O. Forgot how to say his name. Ian Jackson versus UConn. I think St. John's is gonna play some real good defense, and that's how they're gonna win this game. Honestly, that's how they're gonna win all these games. Playing good defense. Rick Pitino, he's coming out for vengeance from last season. They got bounced out early versus Arkansas, making it to the Final Four. Now we have Arizona versus Purdue. Arizona just has more guys I trust. Best team in the nation, in my opinion. They got vets. They got young guys who playing good. They play as a team, really well coached. Fuck it, you gotta go Arizona right there. Next up, we got Florida versus Houston over here in the South region. And I'm gonna go this year. I'm gonna go Houston, man. I know they lost to them last year, but Houston. They're not as good as last year though. Neither is Florida, so that's what makes this matchup a little interesting. What's gonna win it for Houston? It's gonna be the guard play. I think Kingston Fleming is gonna have his way with those Florida guys. Florida's front court is gonna have their way with Houston, but I think Houston can hold their own in the front court, and Houston honestly back to the Final Four, and then we got Michigan versus Iowa State. I like. Man, Jefferson, he can ball out his mind, dude. Michigan versus. I think Michigan can struggle sometimes finding half court offense. I think Iowa State have an easier time, even though Michigan is a really good defense. I'm going Michigan. I can't bet against Michigan. To the Final Four, we got St. John's versus Houston, Arizona versus Michigan. And yeah, let's start over here on this side with St. John's versus Houston. Now in this matchup, you got St. John's, who this is a good team right here. But you're playing Houston, led by Kelvin Sampson and a bunch of guys who know how to win. You got JoJo Tugler holding it down. You got Kingston Fleming running the one. Houston's a good defense. St. John's is a good defense. I got Houston make it to the championship once again. They made it last year, right? I'm already losing track of what happened last year. Anyway, Houston to the championship game. They're going to play Arizona or Michigan. Now, this is the game I really want to happen. I want these two teams to meet in the Final Four. That's going to be the real championship, in my opinion. They're going to have. We already seen what happened last time. Arizona ended up winning, I believe. You got. Now, Arizona, I like them in this matchup because of the guard play with Braden Burries and Jaden Bradley. In Michigan, without LJ Kaysen, I don't trust Elliot Cadeau to really be consistent. He's a good player, but he's not going to be consistent, in my opinion. Yeah, obviously you got Yaxel Lindenborg holding it down, but you slow him down, the team is not that great. I know I like Adai. He's a great passer. He can finish around the rim. But I see them struggling to have course sometimes to find offense. And I think Arizona just has more perimeter scoring than I trust, so Arizona's going to win this. Advance to the national championship to play Houston. Kelvin Sampson going against Arizona. I forget the coach's name. Yeah, he's a great coach. You think he set the record for most amount of wins in a certain time period by a new head coach. So he does a really good job with these guys. Houston versus Arizona. Now, this one, Arizona's the heavy favorite for me, but Houston, the way they can win this game is by slowing it down, really. Arizona, they have a tendency to get hot and go on runs. Houston just has to answer every time they go on a run. Keep this game close, and then it's gonna come down to a guy like Emmanuel Sharp to hit a big shot. It's gonna come down to Kingston Fleming to make the right plays. JoJo Tugler to make key defensive stops, but it's not gonna be enough to take down Arizona. I think Arizona will win this game off the strength because they're the deepest team in the tournament and they have one of the best players in the nation with two of the best players in the nation with Braden Burries and Jaden Bradley in the backcourt. I also got Kobe Pete down there. It's gonna be a force. They got their big man number 13. Forget his name, but he's a problem as well. Korshenkov, excellent perimeter defender. They have everything Houston has, but they just have more of it. That's why I'm going Arizona to win the national championship and tiebreaker. How many total points will be scored in the championship game? Let's say 144. But yeah, I'm gonna enter this bracket. And there you have it. I got Houston versus Arizona in the championship game. I'm a complete college basketball casual, but I know some stuff. And I think Arizona will win the national championship. Not a bold prediction, but hey, it's what I think. And yeah, thanks for watching. That's all. I'm out.